Good morning. Today I'm going to talk about a moment I had with a client. I was actually talking with a client through Zoom the other day, and the person was stuck in their business. They didn't know what the next step was. They were thinking about what they needed to do, and they were doing something that we call running after the shiny object syndrome or shiny object syndrome. So, what that means is that they're dreaming about something, but they're not in the right state of mind. The right state of mind you must be in is what we call be, do, have, not have, do, be. And I took the time to listen, to coach the person, and did a little bit of consulting also. And what actually I did was just help the person to think, what am I seeking? What am I going after? And what that person realized is that they were starting to get bored of the type of consulting they were doing. And I reminded that person, well, when you start to get bored, it's actually there where it gets interesting. That means that you've mastered it so much that you are now almost fluent or a master at what you're doing. So when you do get bored, think about it. Take a step back and say, hey, am I really bored or am I just really, really good at what I do? And when we talked about it, that person finally realized and said, oh, actually, yeah, I'm very good at what I do. But the person still felt stuck because they were kind of looking for a new adventure. So what I told them, I said, well, remember the be, do, have. We have to be what we want. We have to do the actions to have what we want, which unfortunately most people are instantaneous. They want to buy it now, do what they have to do to pay the bill, and then they can be that person. But if you do it the opposite, well, when you can actually have what you're looking for, it feels a lot better because your mindset is set to that. It does not change. You do not end up saying, oh, I don't know how to do this, or I don't know how to figure it out. Well, no, you've figured it out before owning or having whatever you're seeking. So it's very profound to think about that, to be, do, have, and not have, do, be. So that was a big revelation for that person to realize, oh, I'm thinking in the wrong way. But to come back to why the person wanted to change and bring in a new program or a new offer was because they were having issues with the people that were in the other offer that were complaining and all that. So that I will bring it up on another subject. I will not bring it up here, but that will be for our next conversation. And that conversation will be on what type of clients do we want? Do we want clients from hell, or do we want the correct clients that actually want to take action and go forward? That's a big one. It's a very big one. And we have that choice. We think we don't, that we got to serve everyone. That is false, but that I'll come back on another subject. So think about it. Be, do, have. Very important. And that will reduce the chances of running after a result, or like I said, the shiny object syndrome of seeking something that we do not know how to have, or dreaming of something and wanting to change every time that we kind of start getting bored. It's very important. We got to master what we do. And very simple, what we focus on expands. Think about it. Think of anything you really, really want. Isn't it true that we see it everywhere once we think about it? So if you focus on something that you really, really want, it will expand. So when you're having a bad day, if you focus on the bad day, what happens? It expands. So take a breather, focus on what you really want to get and what you want to obtain, and set the be, do, have mentality, and your mindset will have a huge shift. On that, have a wonderful day, and I'll get back on the next subject very soon.